Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Concrete with the Hosses. As you can see, I am not my dad. My dad and the rest of my family are on vacation. I stayed home to get some work done on my house, as well as try to help out here, keep things moving, get stuff checked off my dad's list for him. So this morning we're starting off with this nice small basement. You know, it's only 40 yards of concrete. Now with us being down, my dad and my brother, I thought doing this all at once was probably going to be a stretch for us. So I have total faith in our crew that we could have done it. That's just asking for that's asking a lot. So for this morning, I have 20 yards coming, which will do this area here, as well as this outside area here, and this little nook over here. So I got my lumber set up. I'm going to build this spreader, cut it to fit. We'll get that side plasticed and then pour that, and then we'll pour this here later this morning, second round, and then finish out the day by prepping the garage for hopefully tomorrow. So yeah, we'll see you guys here momentarily when the concrete shows up. So after some morning chaos, getting plastic spread, form set, everything adjusted, we are pouring. Tony's mixed up, and I have my laser so that I can set my middle point in here and we can get this show on the road. Enjoy the time lapse. All right, so after kind of a hectic first round, we got 10 yards on the ground, straight edge, full floated. 10 yards did this whole area and this whole area, so 10 yards should finish us out here. Number two's pulling up now to get mixed up. Tony actually got stuck down here, so we had to clear a path for him to go out and around. And on top of it, this buggy is, I think there's a belt slipping. You can smell rubber burning or something when it's running. So we're jumping down to one buggy. This will be fun. Boy, that was a challenge. So Matt's on first truck now, doing first pass. He said it's a little bit greasy, but with us being down two key players, we definitely need to stay ahead of this. 10 yards, like I said earlier, did this room, and this section here. Then our second truck had 10 yards on it. That finished us out to here. Did all this. He had about a yard and a half left, so we took about a yard of it. Did this little bump out. That's a bonus, and yeah, not too bad. So I'm gonna double check Matt. He said he's good for now, but like I said, we got to stay ahead of it, and then we'll get this stuff all first passed. I'll call in our next round. We are down a buggy, so that might be getting put off until tomorrow. I should have brought a third one. I didn't, and that's a learning experience for me. So from now on, we'll just make sure that never happens again. So stay tuned. right, so our little bonus pad's done, as well as first round. Jim, Ryan, and Matt took lead on this stuff and got that finished while I was messing around in the stairwell over there. I'll take you guys up there real quick and show you guys that. But other than that, second pour is en route, and we are ready to go. Okay, so here's what I was working on. The contractor here asked if we could do a 4-foot landing, so I came out 4-foot landing, and then he said ideally if we can do 12-inch treads going down, that's what he would like to see. So I don't know if you can see it, but I laid out about half of them, and then we chalked a line, or we pulled a string line, and that wasn't gonna work with our opening for our door down there. So did some quick math, figured out we're gonna have about a 9.5-inch tread, and this lower chalk line right here, that is the top of each point of each step. So then we went down 5 inches underneath where the tread meets the rise. We went 5 inches down under that and chalked the line again, and that is our rough and grade height. So our guy over there, he's loading up the truck. They're gonna start trucking stone in, bringing all of our rough grade up so that we can get in there, do layout. These steps will be poured next week because stairwells like this are a pain. One bucket at a time, he's getting it in there for us. That just shows you how strong these plank are. These plank actually came from Al with Specialty Precast. If you guys remember, they're the same plank that I used at my house. So they're strong. Ryan's up here in the garage with a shovel, filling in the sides. I said, hey, I'll go get the skid loader, help you out here. Well, concrete just showed up. So, back down to the basement. Get the rest of that poured. So this morning, Tony got stuck on his way out. He had to go the whole way around. So, we got Joe now. He's gonna pull on down. I scraped all the slick mud off the surface, so I'm hoping we have some better luck. Truck 2 was able to turn around back there and drive right out of here, so all right, so trucks 3 and 4 are emptied. Now, I said 3 and 4, but first truck, which did all this over here, that's ready to start troweling, doing first pass on. Second truck, obviously, is a little bit wet. So I think these guys are going to jump on and start doing first pass while I jump up in the garage and start grading. Who knows, I could be jumping on the floor as well. So stay tuned, enjoy the time lapse. All right, so we finished out the day prepping these garages. Me and a couple of the guys were up here doing this while Matt, Jim, and Ryan were downstairs finishing the extra 15 yards that we got poured. So this side That side's just on our normal gravel base. This side's on our plank side. And then as you guys saw, we have this stairwell. Now we are going to do the stairs and landings next week when we do the porch. So for right now, we got our rebar grid in on top of our docks plank. No plastic on top of this. If you guys remember from my video when I was doing the floor at my house, no plastic on top of the planking. That's why he leaves it so rough. So our concrete will bind to his plank. One strengthens the other, and you're all good. So that's a wrap for today. We'll see you guys back here bright and early for the garages. All right, everybody, Tuesday morning, hit some traffic on the way in, got delayed like 15 minutes, and boy, I wish we had that back. Because we got here and our concrete truck was right behind us. We had to put on our lip boards. We always do that the morning of the pour, that way they don't get kicked off. We had to put expansion in. We got the first 10 on the ground. This garage was a little bit thicker. Ryan's finishing up with the bull float there. Truck number 2 is pouring at the moment, and this is a little bit thinner, so I'll go ahead and get the time lapse on. All right, so garage number 2 is poured, and actually we're using a pretty new product. It's a prototype brace from Bon Toll, and what it is they look like pins, and sometimes we use these on an angle for bracing. With this being on plank, we don't really have anything to brace off of, so we got these new wireless braces. You basically just set the pin here, and you can move it to wherever you need, but it still holds that form in. Just kidding. That was, we had a pretty chaotic morning. Just something got overlooked. We just checked that. Luckily, Jim did a good job with his exterior braces, and nothing pushed. So just a little bit comic relief after a hectic morning. So thought that was kind of funny. Guys, we're absolutely killing it. Jim and Ryan are going over, I think, the 3rd time on this floor to make it nice and shiny and smooth. Matt's over here doing 2nd pass. Probably, he said he's probably doing a 3rd pass on it, but I keep asking where I'm needed. They all keep saying just stay away, so I don't know how to take that, but no, we're in. Well, they're on 3rd pass. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, everything's going smooth. I was on this floor for a little bit helping with 1st pass, and then got sidetracked doing the sills and everything. Was a little bit greasy, but the underneath was getting really tight. So that's why we kind of had to hit it while it was still a little bit on the wet side, which is why we need to do a 3rd pass. But, I mean, these guys are good over here. Matt says he's good in there. So we got some pretty nasty rain rolling in. I'm going to get the skid loader going so that we can get stuff set up for a tent, so that after we leave here it can rain all at once, and we're gonna be safe from the rain. So we'll set you guys up. Enjoy the time lapse. All right, everybody, there it is. This 2-car garage over here that Matt and Ryan did. I'm sorry, Jim and Ryan did. And this 2-car garage with a stairwell that Matt did Nobody wanted to let me help them. I guess everybody's on an ego trip this week without my dad. As you can see, we hung plastic. We have some pretty nasty rain coming in the next hour or two, so we wanted to make sure that we were protected from anything blowing in potentially, because we have had that happen before, and I do learn from my mistakes. So always try to think ahead, how to protect the concrete, how to keep it nice. Matt's going to come over here with the guy tomorrow morning and put our saw cuts in. Probably won't film that, but that is a wrap for this week at this house. Next week when my dad's back, we're going to be tackling those steps in the front porch. Those steps are going to be fun. That's sarcasm there. But yeah, I mean, almost 60 yards of concrete here poured and finished in 3 phases. So I couldn't ask for a better group of guys to work with. They're top notch, and they help us knock it out, whether or not my brother and dad are here. So yeah, with all that being said, I want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Concrete with the Hosses. If you liked what you saw, please click like and subscribe, and don't forget to don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next job. Have a great day.